So, hello, I'm here with Briannie. Well, this is Alan from MedSpa Brickell. It is actually probably midnight, and yes, we are still here. What time it is? Yeah, it's actually 12:20. So, this is the perfect late night with Alan and Briannie. this it's probably becoming a, you know, it is what it is.
It's a series.
It's a series. But it is actually quite amazing what's going on. She, well, Briannie, she's beautiful, and she actually had something that she always told me that she wanted to have. You know, she has some scars from, um, you know, when she was younger.
My past life.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the thing is like I do not like to say anything that's not positive and impactful. And I do not let anyone to say anything that would be negative to his skin or to whoever. And I'm not interested to know because I think that our, whatever we say has a lot of power. And that's why even to say whatever was, it's something that I I avoid. And this is one of the reasons that we have become like very much where the people like the place that people trust. And today I want to review first what has happened because that's what I say, but what I what I like to do is to really combine what we do here, the practice, with science. And when we have the AI skin analysis doing, taking the before and after and showing this skin analysis has this technology that's called RBX, and through the red and the red is going to show actually the lipid barrier, how much is compromised, inflammation, oxidation, and the brown is going to show pigmentation. And this is basically what we need to know. Because if you want to have the perfect skin, you want to have a healthy skin. And in the end of the day, that's all about healthy skin. And, but I want to just read something before because that's something that we are very proud. We have almost 2,000 five-star Google reviews. Congratulations. And I will be, I was actually, something that I do, I respond to each one of them. I read, and this is something that always I did, and I enjoy it. I never let AI do like automatically because that's not what this place is about. This place is all about each person that comes here. It's all about the experience. It's all about each individual, like how we treat each person. And the first one, it is actually was today. She says, Barbie, well, happened to be her client. Great place, great services. I love it. I just had an amazing experience at the spa. The facial and massage, she did a combo, and the staff was so kind and attentive. This is like music to my ears. They truly went above and beyond. The atmosphere is relaxing, and I left feeling completely refreshed. I highly recommend the place, and I'm definitely coming back. Amazing. So let me take another one. And this is cool because we are boutique spa, but we do have a lot of parties with 5, 6, and it's amazing because we can use our outdoor area and people love it. We had a great, so this other one, she says, if you want to see what I'm seeing, if you Google best spa in Miami, and after they sponsor ones, you're going to see MedSpa Brickell. That's where I am actually reading. This one is a local guide, but it's extra nice. And she says, we had a great experience with a large group at Lux MedSpa. They accommodated our party at the last minute and even set up a cute area for half of our party to be, when the other ones, they were in treatment. Everyone enjoyed their massage and the facials. Amazing, yeah. And then couples massage, and it's so amazing. And more. It's actually, it's heartfelt to see. And the reason why this happened is, again, for each person that comes here, first of all, when you do an appointment, you're gonna receive an intake form. So then we are going to see, besides your lifestyle, whatever you are, your concern, whether it's a massage or if you want to do the best facial, because for me, maybe it's like my pores. I want to make sure that that you clean. I want to see the hydrofacial. But for other people, maybe it's pigmentation. For other people, maybe she is pregnant and she wants to know if it's safe to do a facial here, and it is, because we work with cosmetics that it's a clean and clinical brand, so we do not use anything like sulfate, nothing that it would be damaging for you or for your baby, and even the peelings. So the peels that we have, some of them, it is lactant safe as long as your doctor, of course, it's always here following what your doctor says. But let's go, to what really is interesting. I just want to make sure that this is getting it. So here, I wanted to show one thing. So here it is when we did the first facial, we did with the pomegranate peel, and this was on July 5th.
Wow. 2 months.
Yeah, August, yeah, 2 months. So so you see here, one thing is, you see actually how much it is. I'm sure that, I don't know if you can see exactly, but you can see the redness. It is when the RBX with the red, that's what, it shows inflammation. And you cannot see actually the texture of the skin, of course, because I saw with my hands. But the main thing with Briannie was, we had a conversation, and the first thing was about the makeup. Again, lifestyle, each person has, but if you want to go under some kind of routine, especially with, because she was having breakouts. Another thing is, she is 23. She's 23. We have to take in consideration the hormones. It's going she is not even in the. She is in the summit of everything in her life, and besides stress, because it's that we live this fast-paced life, and you have to take all of this in consideration. And the makeup, if you think about, English is not my first language, as you can see. So, but let's think about makeup. What makeup is? It's not you. Concealing. Just think about it. And this being said, she totally got into the vibe, because in the first treatment, she saw exactly what was. And what I say every time is, our brain, we have something that our brain works with instant gratification. And this way, if we don't have something that will be a reward that's going to be better than what you have, your brain is not going to change. Your brain is going to make you, it's going to save energy. That's basic. And this is not because of, this is what happened to all of us. And what I need to do is, I have 1 hour to 2 hours. Actually, this is, my office. And I don't have a clock here because this is the place that I do everything that I can in one treatment. If I can give 100%, I give 1,000. I do not measure any efforts to see the best that I can see in any individual that's here. And this is something that has been transformational for me, and to see the reactions. And that's when you see Google reviews, and it is heartfelt, you name it. This is what give myself and my team, that is amazing, all of them, the strength to come here and to be, and to make a difference in people's life. So then the next one that we did was right in the end of the month of July. But in between, because I have two AI, but the other one doesn't have the RBX, so we cannot see this. And here you can see that it is, the redness is here. But she had in between what we call purge. What purge is when your skin is going through a new treatment, especially when you have active ingredients, but we do not use anything that our skin or her skin was used to. So the first thing that your skin has is everything that it's there, it's gonna come out, because this will make your cell turnover faster. That's what happened. And when you have active ingredients working, this is real, and they start to work to make your skin, work faster. And then it's very normal that you get that things go south before gets better. I don't say anything negative, or it's only positive, impactful words, like everyone should be. I have actually some pictures here, and some people, but from here as well, that you're gonna see. And this was when I did the deep sea peel, and that was amazing. She did go through 1 or 2 days, that because every peeling from cosmetics, it's pretty much no downtime. But the deep sea peel, first of all, it is, it's different because it's going to be really towards acne scars, and that's what we are treating now. Now we are going, towards perfection, because we are going to be really getting, the scars. And when we do a treatment that it's tailored for hair, like we do for everyone here, that's what we see. We see results. And I don't really, if someone just go to have you should actually be willing to have results. That's why we are here. That's the way that it was. And finally, the one that I did 11:47, we did now. And this is and a good thing about YouTube, that there's no filters, so it is what it is. This is what her skin is. Guys, this is that's what my dream to show lipid barrier is. We see everyone talking about it. This is like, head of salmon. Nobody have you seen a salmon head? You have? Mm-hmm. Salmon? Mm-hmm. I have not seen. Salmon, like the fish, salmon, yeah. His head?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
Yeah.
Codfish?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Oh, anyway, so,
Salmon, yeah.
Okay, I have never seen. Anyways, so this is something that we know that exists, and some people actually even doubt it, like lipid barrier. We don't have an invisible layer that protect our skin. We do, and it's here. And as especially when we use, that's when it's so amazing to see that when we say that cleansers, they're not all the same. Cosmetics has a clean and clinical, and we do not use sulfate. That's why the cleansers really, they embrace our skin. They treat, it's a treatment. And that's what changes everything. Briannie, what do you think that was, the must? Because we know, especially being a professional, at least I imagine, what it's, well, I have my product that I say that's attached to my body because I used to have melasma, and sun damage was something that I never thought that I could get rid of, and peptide-rich defense was a game changer for me, and surface revival. So surface revival is a booster. It's a toner, and when I put at night, and and peptide-rich defense is something that I say it's attached to my body. I think that's the best. It is the best cosmetics that I have seen in my life. And you, Briannie, what do you think?
What I know for a fact changed the whole game for me was Purity Balance Toner. This was able to bring my pH to balance, but also bring an effective way. It's not what you do, is how you do it. So applying it to a disposable, actually removing the dead skin, allowing your skin to be penetrating of your serum, your moisturizer, and making sure that it's clean changed everything for me. I mean, look.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if everybody heard, but I will repeat. So after you double cleanse, this is something that it's no negotiable here. And with Beauty Solution, and she was with Benefit Clean, just because we are going, we try to make sure that when we are treating the skin, that we have as well products that will be embracing and solving. And actually it's the same one that Demi Moore uses, and after she actually came out and it's amazing because she was actually amazing to see that she does that, and she explains because she likes, her skin is sensitive, and she needs the active ingredients as we age. And this is exactly why I use cosmetics too. And that's why cosmetics fits for every Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, for who doesn't know, maybe it is the skin color. It's for every skin color. Of course, that we can use treatments, and every skin is different and should be treated different. That's why we have options. Anyway, so the intention today was to check, but since that we are here, I will do a cleansing, and this is amazing because I will share. I think that when I share everything that I know for one reason. First of all, because I learn twice. Every time that I share, I learn something or a point that I did not see before. And when you're explaining, it is amazing because, I can actually develop this other side as well. And this is my own growth. But besides that, this gives you freedom. When you think that anything that you do, that you gain knowledge, give you the option to keep doing or to question yourself, should I do it? Or if not, why? And that's when I think things change. And especially when I see very, super, successful people, and they know everything that you take for the business. Whatever your mind can believe and conceive, your mind can achieve, And then when it goes to the skin, it's a kind of, you forget. No, it's the same thing. The consistency that you take to your job is or to your company or whatever you do is the consistency that you take to your skin. You're going to have the same, if you have that goal, you will have your mission accomplished. I promise you. And if you stick with us, for sure, we have so many videos and so many, tricks that you can, tips and tricks, but, that you can always enhance what you have. I make sure that, because I'm recording this thing. Yeah. So the first thing that I do is, by the way, I have on the bio, I am not a salesperson. I cannot even ask anyone to I can't do these things, but I love to share what I know. But if you feel that you will learn something, consider yourself subscribing, because what I do is I show everything that I do. And if you're a professional and you want to escalate your business, I am the speaker for cosmetics as well. And we just had the summit, and I was speaking about build your business, build your brand, elevating your customer service, because this is what we do. And so what we're going to use here, I have in the bio, you can go to my store at cosmetics. It's inside the website, and even there are some combos and some promos that you're going to probably enjoy it. We're going to use the Purity Solution, and then I'm going to use on hair the RX Clean, because hair skin is so good that I will upgrade hair. And I will, and this is a good actually measure. If you're a professional, what you do when you do an upgrade with RX Clean, for instance, is because hair lipid barrier, when you reinforce the lipid barrier, you have to bring more ingredients to really build up and to make, it to keep strengthened. Because this will make hair, skin, the way that she wants, even. Everything that we do is to make her skin even in the end of the day. If you have your skin even, you control your oil production, you control everything. And that's the beauty. So, and I'm going to use my Allen wand. Well, this is the Allen Deep Work, but I'm going to change, because my clients are telling that they call this Allen wand because this is really amazing. You do not, and she uses, and everybody here uses. So the intention here is just, it's a little vibration, like, and this vibration is gonna do two things. We'll take all the impurities, and you will cleanse your pores, and will activate your muscles. Because my method, it is muscle, it's muscle memory. And if we think that muscles have memory, why not use the 66 muscles on our face? So then here you can do twice. That's good. And if you need more, you can always put more. Just take some. Where are they? Where are my 4x4s? Oh, it's all the way in the back. Great. So, if you use your towel in your house, make sure that you get a good towel. No, but it is true. Think that I'm always thinking about your lipid barrier, how you treat your skin. So then, sometimes you do everything right, and then when you were finishing the shower, you get your towel and you go in your face. Like, make sure that you treat your face well. If you like to be treated well, your skin likes to. So what I do is, I'm gonna do I always divide your face in two. So we first do your forehead, like here, and then I do afterwards upwards. That's when this device comes very handy, because if you don't do, we are not on, octopus is what I say, because I took 1 year to find out a device that would be easier for you to do. It's more difficult for you to don't do it. I live with my toothbrush and I'm dying to get home because the first thing that I do, I wash my face. Something that it's nice to know. Research says that 60% of guys help me with that, in the US does not even wash their faces. And 50% of the ladies does not wash their face before going to bed, including the ones that, wear makeup. Right there, it is the difference between the perfect skin and the almost perfect. So let's do this. I'm not putting any strength here. I'm just letting the device work on her face. I think that I put it here. And then I do 1, 2, 3. And this is exactly the way that you should do in your house. 1, 2, 3. You don't need more. Then your nose is the only part in your face that you have, that it's only cartilage. So that's why this area, this is my technique. So this is according to myself. And of course, that science backed me up, because everything that I do is following your muscle. And when you do that, think, if you go to the gym, or even if you don't go, think about muscles. And if you want to work out your biceps, you're not going to do strange exercise like some people do, because you're going to work another muscle. So think about everything that we are doing, and we are respecting the way that your muscle is. So then your nose, you can go up, down. And interesting enough, if you see the nose, since that there is only cartilage, what happened to the nose? You have, whoever said blackheads is right. And here I'm going to show you. Look at this. You see how much blackheads we have in our nose. And don't think that she's very special, even though she is, but we all have, because cartilage makes it, easier to get more blackheads. So that's why we need to make sure that we cleanse well. Otherwise, and like pores is something that, this is the only thing it's actually genetic. And your pores does not, it can enlarge, because if it gets dirty, you will be depositing, residuals and everything, so it will get enlarger. But think that you don't want this to happen. And your nose is very much where, where it can happen. And here, what you do is, you come up. Right here is your orbicularis oculi, and this is a round muscle. So what you do is, you go, and guys, here's very gentle, because this is, under your eye. We have another layer of skin that's called stratum lucidum, the same one that you have in the palm of your hands and your foot. You have under your eye, but under your eye is thinner. You do not want to cause any damage here. So that's why you let just this little, vibration work on it. And whatever you do in one side, you do in the other one. The way that you do things, like she was saying, it is the way that it will dictate how your skin is going to be. what I do, everybody does. To come here, oh, you clean, I mean, to do faces, like hydrofacial, yeah, everybody does. But how I do, I guarantee that no one does. First of all, is the way that I treat the skin. I think that skin, if I love doggies, if you're a dog lover, you're gonna love what I'm gonna say. Skin is just like doggies. Skin knows who likes them and knows who doesn't like. And if you have, for whoever has great skin, I'm sure that sometimes you're gonna do you go to do a facial, and sometimes you finish saying like, pointless. I would have done a better job myself. And I I follow you because this happened to me. That's one of the reasons that the more that I know, the more that I want to know because it's fascinating. Everything that we learn about our body and our face. So from here, I will first, just want to take the excess, I put way too much. And then, can you do like this, Briannie? Right, in your mouth, if you're used to do like this, I used to do too, but let's change. This muscle is a round muscle too. And then we're gonna do a round move here the same way. We're just gonna follow the muscles. And from here, we're gonna do a full, you see, like coming from especially the jawline, because it's beautiful to have this definition here. Everybody wants to have that. And here, when you do that, you activate and you start to flush your lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system starts right here and lays on your jawline and, and throughout your body. Think that you have by the way, I am a licensed massage, I have my license in massage therapy as well. So I can touch body just in case someone is asking, because afterwards, because I had this, sometimes that I start to talk about other things, but I have, I did so many things already. I have my law degree. I did master's in marketing. And anyway, so sometimes I talk about other, but I do have the knowledge to be speaking about it. And think that you have your blood that is pumped by your heart and your lymphatic system. Your lymphatics, think about your lymphatics, your blood vessels, think about like a highway. Your blood vessels is in one lane and your lymph fluid, it is in another lane. But your blood is being pumped by your heart. And your lymph fluid, there's no one to do that. The way that you do is breathing, yes, breathing, and exercising. That's why Pilates and yoga, not even lymphatic drainage massage, Pilates and yoga, it is the number one, because you are doing breathing and exercising to move, to flush, to detox your body, if you ask me. And the lymphatic drainage massage comes to seal the deal. So if you are thinking, what is the perfect way to detox your body? I already told you. So, but at the same time, I think that the wellness industry, took a little bit the word wellness and self-care and self-love, and you start to say what you have to do. Or you have to do yoga, you have to do what you like to do. If you like to, because I have some friends that when, we are going to do yoga, and by the moment that she got there to the moment that she finished, she was checking her phone, she was not there. So then it's not, if the intention is self-care and self-love and you're doing something under pressure, don't do it. So you're saying for me to don't do it. I'm not saying anything, it's your life, but I'm saying that if you are doing something that you don't want to do, this is not self-care or self-love. I can tell you that. Oh, but no pain, no gain. Not in this case, because what you're doing is something for you. It's your moment, and it's your moment to get rid of toxins. You're carrying waste and toxins. I don't. We all do. If you're healthy, and praise the Lord, you carry. So it's nice for you to flush it, but doing intentionally. When you go, if you do it, do because you love. Like I love to go to the gym. I don't see myself not going. That's the moment that I have to do it. So if you have that moment, take that 30 minutes. Oh, I only have 20. Do 20. It's better than nothing, I can guarantee you. And you see, I mean, I love to do this thing. I can be literally sculpting her face as I do this because I really enjoy to do it. And I take advantage to really go into the lymphatic system and make sure that it is, totally flushed. And this is nice, especially ladies. When I say especially ladies, by the way, I'm very feminist because I know everything that you cannot make equal something that's not. And ladies, your hormones, it's like, it's insane everything that happened. And you're a mother, you work, and you deal with everything beautifully. And if you think about, pigmentation, female hormone with heat. So it's so much that really like, women that you handle that, and the skin, it's just one fact. So guys, we need to understand that, especially if, so whatever she says, like they say that happy wife, happy life, that's true, but that's really true, because that's way too much, and make sure that you probably feel that when, especially, if you're like on her age or between your 20s to your 40s, this here really get more swollen because your lymphatic system starts here. So, and your lymphatic system does what? Your lymphatic system, and then I was saying, it's like two lanes, and think that you have checkpoints. The checkpoints, like literally like the police stopping when there is like a germ or bacteria, and your lymphatic system is the one that will take it off and will get the lead to kill that. That's why when you're sick, usually what happened to your lymphs, you got swollen because they send, when there's the police, whatever, what happened? In 2 seconds, it's how many cars? It's exactly what happened to your body. When you are under attack, that's what happened, your lymphatic system, it starts to get all that, the inflammation, everything, is because all the agents are going there to kill the bad element. And that's when, if your lymphatic system is flushed and on point, what happens? It's way easier. And with hair, I'm going to do something different. I did the oil cleanser, right? I'm not going to use water here. I will just take it out. And she had a full day of work. So when I do that, the oil cleanser gives you so many options. You can do with water. You can do just the way that I'm doing, but I'm gonna, cleanse again. However, this is when the oil, think that water does not mix with oil. The oil cleanser is gonna be taking all the pollutants, everything that doesn't belong to your pretty face. We are, even SPF, everything that stays, makeup. By the way, this is one, I was going to say my favorite, but I do not wear it. This is one of my favorite makeup removers, not mine, but for whoever is, comes here. And not even the strongest mascara will resist to the purity solution. Right, Briannie?
Mm-hmm.
She's on it. And see the way that, you see what I did? I just took what I did, and literally this cleanser, it melts everything that doesn't belong to your beautiful face. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Purity Clean, the RX Clean. The RX Clean, it is an amazing, if you're a professional, what you do is when you're treating skin and you want to upgrade some product, or the skin is ready because and you see that the lipid barrier, it is getting stronger. She's no longer in that phase that she is going through ups and downs, breakouts. It's really getting to the point. So then you first check with the cleanser, because if she cannot take this cleanser, she cannot even think about doing anything else. But when she can, that's a beautiful thing. And here I do the same thing. I will put on my device, and I do the same thing. And usually, if you are a professional, I do not tell, I already told her, but I don't say anything. So then I wait for her to say, it's a little spicy. But it doesn't happen. Usually I know. But if she says that, and then, then I know that she is not ready to be upgraded. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It is beautiful to see the texture of her skin, because her skin is getting robust. Thing that we lose, I'm sure that, well, I will repeat. If you don't know, you will know. And if you know, you can share if, maybe you know even more. I would love to know. And we have 5 layers of epidermis and 2 layers of dermis. The 5 layers of epidermis, if you think about, there's no blood. If there is no blood, there's no life. However, we need that. Otherwise, each layer, it is important, because it is, otherwise you would jump in the swimming pool as well, you would just disappear. But besides that, each one of the layers has, the importance in your life. Like the stratum corneus, the first one, it's called as well horny layer. And then as you go down until your basal, that's where you have that's where the inflammation actually occurs. That's when we have the blue LED light, because it's exactly the spectrum of light that goes to the basal to help with inflammation. Right, Briannie? And then you have, if you have from the skin, you have something like this, a wave, that's your, that's the connect, that's, when you connect, and then you have your reticular layer. Your reticular layer is the one that produces collagen, elastin, and that's the one that we want to reach. And that's not easy to do. Why people keep, if you think about it, we have spent so much money, when I say we, the beauty industry, and to try to actually know how can we, because longevity is here to stay. These days, if you think, I just think, and I remember my grandpa, when, he was 47. I don't think that I look like my grandpa, and I don't think that, nobody wants even to think about it, but longevity is here to stay. And we are living more, thank God. And this is something that, it will happen. And I don't use anti-aging, because not even who believes in heaven wants to die. So I am pro-aging gracefully. And that's why we can do a lot. Think that your skin is, it's a marvel. This is amazing. We do everything that we can to destroy our skin. That's basically, what happens every day. As we go out, we are like, we're in a battlefield, and your skin was made to protect, not to glow, not to be a, a piece of, decor in your face. Your skin was made to protect you. And your body is always trying to do one thing, protect you. Think that 30% of the collagen in your body, 30% of the protein in your body is collagen. So when you get collagen, like, in the source, not like supplements, your body's not thinking immediately like, oh, let me make Brianna glow. Your body's thinking, she needs to walk. Let's send every tendon, every muscle, every little cut, everything in your body, like our tissue, organs, everything has collagen. So your body's thinking about the big picture. What are you going to do now? And that's what I wanted you to think too. So that's why we need to help our body to protect and to work for us. So then we're going to do the toner. She's, I put her under Purity Balance because the Purity Balance, it is perfect for acne. It is a little bit more towards like, really with lactic acid, and it is to make sure that we reset the skin after we double cleanse. But now she can go to the Benefit Balance because this one has antioxidants too, and this one, it is a little different. And my intention here today is not to do anything, but just to, what do you do when you do a facial? Let's talk about this because that's interesting. So because this is a question that I used to have, like, and if it's the first time, how often you should do a facial? You should, and usually what I say is like, 28 days. It's not really 28 days. I think about your body, and you should question yourself because your skin grows in the same velocity that your nails and your hair. It's all keratin, but the difference is we don't see. And since that we don't see, we ended up neglecting a little bit. And this is not you, this is everyone. And we do not learn really how to treat our skin. At least I think, I'd say, maybe in your house you did, but we do not do. If you think about it, if your mother told you, or if you have kids, you tell your kids, hey, make sure that you go there, you wash your face, and you make sure that you get your lymphatic system, that it's very important to you. We don't talk like this to our kids. And as we are growing, we don't have this. This is something, and I am in Brickell. Brickell is we have people from all over the globe here. And I see I have treated more than 10,000 people here. And I tell you that no matter where you're from, we do not have that, mentality about our skin. Well, just see the numbers as well. Only 11% of the population say that they use sunscreen, not even every day, that they use sunscreen. However, most of this 11%, almost 90%, does not wear when it's cloudy. But when it's cloudy, the UVA and UVB still we get 80%. So, and when you don't have protection, that's when actually you need the most. I will do a hydro. So why you do? So when should you do? My concept is if I have to clip my nails twice, I see that, you know, and you start to see, if you start to see wrinkles and all, it's not only aging, it is you are depositing more keratin and you have facial expressions. If you think you don't have, look at your elbow and why you don't have, you know, wrinkles, because you don't have facial expressions. It's your, you know, and that's very simple. Our face, we're always doing something, we're speaking, and your, you know, your skin on your face is different as well. So you should treat differently. Then, but it usually is between 28 to 40 days. And then what you do is, as you do a facial, for instance, you are expediting your cell turnover. And then you are doing a favor. You are helping your body to be and to make your skin glow. That's what we are doing here. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to take my gloves. So this is the hydrofacial. If you never did a hydrofacial, the hydrofacial is amazing because it's going to do extraction with suction. So this will not bring damage to your skin, especially if you're treating your skin. You don't, every damage that you bring to your skin can be a future pigment. So you don't want to bring damage. And the second reason is that, first of all, it's nice, it doesn't hurt, and you're going to be infusing antioxidants. So when you are going to be with your pores totally cleaned and nice, you're infusing antioxidants. That is considered the most potent antioxidant these days. It's right here. And this is a beautiful thing. Think that, and why you need antioxidants? Because everything that happens around us is oxidation. So the antioxidants, it's what we need. And it has a technology that's called vortex. That's what this does. And here, the same thing that I do when I'm cleansing, I do when I am doing the hydrofacial. Well, and it's so amazing. See, it's so crazy. I cleanse her face so well that I just put the serum to the hydrofacial and her skin drinks everything. Literally, look, it's dry. Her skin is dry, so she doesn't have any greasy here, so it's dry. This is beautiful, Briannie. This is amazing. Let's see if I can bring this camera closer because this is so great. It's amazing. Well, the same thing that I do when I'm doing the cleansing, I do on her face. Well, she's 23, so of course that, you know, her skin, it is already toned and, you know, but depending on the skin, you should just make sure that you pull a little bit when you do it to make sure that you do not, you know, well, this is suction, you know. Make sure that you, if you're a professional, that you go and you follow the muscles. Again, a lot of people do not do what I do. They do something like this, including their, the whole hydrofacial, but I think that why you do that if you can follow the muscles. I think that makes way more sense, and the result speaks for itself. Nobody can do a glass skin in one treatment. I can. We can. So I do, and I make sure that I go until the end as well. And if I have to do it again, I do. What I want to make sure is whatever I do here, whatever skin I find here, I have to find everywhere. Otherwise, you start to have what? Uneven. Yeah, skin uneven. You don't want to have skin uneven. And usually, I like to stand up. I don't like to be, but this bed's a little too low for me.
I tried to raise her.
Yeah, I told you. And then, remember the nose? You have a lot of what here? White heads, black heads, whatever is here. So here, we don't have any mercy. Make sure that we take them out. Even though she had, you see, she's 23 and she had wrinkles and she doesn't have anymore. Boom. And here you just go and you do one. And the same thing, you do, whatever you do in one side, you have to do in the other one, remember. I'm so jealous now because I love to do this and I haven't done. Oh, usually I'm not seated, and this is killing me here. So you see from here, I come up, up, up. Think that gravity, gravity, she's not your friend. She's going to pull it down, and we're going to pull it up. Make sure that you pull up, 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 up. Yeah, can you like this, Briannie? Yeah, good. And here, this is the moment that when you're touching, that if you see that you can work a little bit more, you have to make sure that the whole skin is even. Even, even, even. Without causing lesion. Please do not cause lesion. Lesion is not a good thing as well. And if I'm going to do the neck, yes, of course. If she has a neck, we have to do it. Because it's not pretty to have, if you have, that's fine, but we can treat too. Your neck, especially ladies, and today I'm going to go up to here. Oh, I cannot, not show anything. So I have to be up to here. So then, the problem with neck and hydrofacial is that a lot of people leave hickeys on people, and I've seen. The reason why is that if you do this is suction. Hickeys, what it is, I don't have to tell anyone. So, but if you this muscle here is called platysma. This is one muscle. If you do, if you follow the muscle, you see, look at that. You don't have anything. I have never bruised anyone, never. And I have to say that to do that, I have to keep this tip here at least, for maybe 10 seconds, but you don't do it. You just, and you can do you can come here and you can do the whole 9 yards here. And boom. Done. And I'm going to do I will. Well, she doesn't need to do the cupping today. But this machine has cupping as well, so it's nice because you can literally, you know, if you wanna have that nice lift, um, if you live in Miami, make sure that you make an appointment. But if you don't, make sure that you find the person that can do the cupping with this. And if you wanna, well, if you are a professional, you wanted me to do, I probably can do ones with other modalities too. Like, um, yeah, let's think about it. So here, what I'm gonna do now is very simple. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use, well, now I think that I'm gonna use, because what I'm gonna do now is, I'm gonna use, we're gonna do a pomegranate peel because the pomegranate peel, it will be so good for her to give her skin even that extra, strength, and to make sure that she keep the good work as well. Because this will make her glow for days. It's so beautiful. Oh, if you have not tried yet anything from cosmetics, I think you should try. And, well, don't even take what I'm saying. Just see the reviews that we have. See my website. I have my website on my link. And just see what people say and see people's face. And guys, it's real. It's like, it's insane. The pomegranate, this is, well, this is not the pomegranate. Mm-hmm. This is the pomegranate. This is the pomegranate, and this is the skin brightening. I will have actually one bump of the skin brightening. It's fine. And I had 3 of the pomegranate. And what you do is, if you are a professional, what you want to do first to make sure that you do this that I'm doing is just to make sure that you can, that the peel actually penetrate on her skin. So then you wait like for 10 seconds. And why it will penetrate? Because her skin could not be more clean and prep to receive. So then her skin is going to be so happy. And what you do is, you have more or less 30 seconds with the pomegranate to go and to spread throughout her face. And in place that we have more facial expressions, you can work a little bit more, doing circular moves like this. And actually helping with the contour. And then if you have any massage technique, you can use here. This is something that I like to do a lot. If you go to, well, we have a ditch right here, but there's another way. I will teach you guys in the end that you can literally, take out your fascia and make this even more beautiful to your cheekbones, getting your zygomatic muscle with your zygomatic bone here up. And what I do is, I will do literally 2 or 3 minutes with my super infrared. The infrared does what? The infrared will be stimulating her her cell renewal in the mitochondrial level. The mitochondria is what give the energy to us and is what give, ATP, energy. And this is what is going to be helping the fibroblast to produce more collagen, elastin, and everything. What we do is like we just give the incentive. And this is what work, because if you think about, none of the supplements that you take are FDA approved. If you didn't know, I'm telling you, none of them. Or even the most expensive ones, yes, not even them. They're expensive, but they are not FDA approved. I'm not saying that they are not good. There's a huge difference. I'm just saying that they do not have, they are not. The best way to really treat and to get collagen, first, use SPF. Peptide rich defense is my option. This is amazing. I call her Medusa. Right, Briannie? And since that it's infrared, this is not, she's going to keep her eye. I actually can do something here just to make sure. Oops. But you see that I do not have goggles here. So the infrared, it does not hurt our eye. Well, since that I'm explaining everything, I guess. So the spectrum of light, it's super interesting because you have the UVA and UVB, and that's why your sunglass usually, or if not, make sure that you get one that it's UVA UVB 400, because this is the sunlight, and the sunlight, for being a very short wave, it is very strong. And your skin ended up doing what? Exactly, absorbing. So then you have the blue light, and the blue light goes to the 500. So that's why goes to your basal. That's why usually, if you are, maybe if you go to your doctor or your skin professional, they put some blue light. Is to work with inflammation. And what we are doing is really to the cell level. That's what is amazing. And that's when it's very on point. And actually about the, red LED therapy, this is not LED, this is infrared. That's why you have like steam, like saunas and everything these days, because everybody agree now. The beginning was a little bit people all over the place. Now people sleep on these things. I'm kidding, don't do that. But yes, you do have a lot of science behind that. And it is amazing because it will push the product and will make, hair skin even more beautiful. Again, what I'm doing is a reset because we are literally making hair skin glow. And what's the difference between doing a metabolic peel to a chemical peel? If I have done, when we started, if I had done a chemical peel, she would have she would have to be home for a month. And another thing is, when you do a chemical peel, you're literally taking your lipid barrier and you're taking away. What you're doing is you work from the top down, and it is a little bit more harsh, and you can have some unwanted results. This all can happen. So that's why this is not my thing to do it. And but if you know how to do it and you do it, I think that there are great professionals, and like in every profession. But I do not like to do it because cosmetics you don't have to. You can have the skin that you want doing this. So why are you gonna go to do, well, you do whatever you want to do. But if you want to listen to what I say, I would not do it. Now I'm going to use the benefit. If you do pomegranate peel, resurfacing blend, deep sea peel, you need to take out. We are going to use now the Benefit Clean. Benefit Clean is the one that Demi Moore uses. Actually, a lot of celebrities now are using cosmetics too, what is not surprising for me, because this brand, it is first, for the quality, this should be so expensive, and this is literally a CVS price. If you want to check, go to my, I have on my website, and I have as well on YouTube. You have in the bio, I have a store inside cosmetics website, and you can check all these products, and you're gonna see how cheap it is. For what this does, this is so cheap. And there's one pill that we actually can buy, is the PHA hydration. Maybe I can show you one day, because that's a very, it's basically like an enzyme, so that's why you can buy. But one thing is peeling. I mean, this, because now it's official to be peeling season. Guys, peels, this is serious. You should not, don't get the formulas, DIY. Don't go to, in my opinion, if you want to do, find a professional, make sure that they are licensed, because this, in the end of the day, it's your face, it's your biggest asset. Do not let, anyone just that, do something in your face, because the results can be amazing, and they are amazing. I have to say, they're amazing. But I have seen, some results that they're not that amazing. And I have seen, not here, but I have seen in the news, and sorry, and you can see many cases. So try to avoid that. And before doing any peel or anything, make sure that you do your own, diligence to see, and make sure that you do the prep as well. There is a prep that it's nothing, too much. It's just to make sure that you are, that you wash your face twice a day, that you do, the basic. There's no secret. But one thing I tell you, tell everybody how you feel, Briannie.
I feel very firm and very fresh.
But lately, with your skin, she is all, she comes here like makeup less. So this is something that that nothing can buy, is the confidence that your skin gives to you. Because I see, not only, I'm not talking about only Briannie, but I see this happening here all the time. This is just a little oxygen that I like to infuse. When when I see like a clean skin like this, that it's ready to receive all the goodness, we try to, to make sure that as well that we put everything that we can to get her skin in the best of the best of the best. So then what you do always when you cleanse your face, you have to toner your face. The toner is what brings your skin to the right pH. That is slightly acid. By the way, the pomegranate, it is a 1.8 to 2.2, the pH. So it is actually, but it's super safe. And I have never seen anyone peeling afterwards or having, you knock, I haven't seen. And I don't think that I heard anyone. It is very safe. It's very on point. And if you look for the right professional, it is a great option for you. And if you have your business, I think that it's a no-brainer to have this brand. Again, I have them for more than half a decade. In the beginning, as you can imagine, wasn't that popular because people want to see, especially in the past, people want to see, well, vampire facials was the trend at that time. I'm like, you don't need to be a monster to be beautiful. If you think that, at least I think that you have to enhance the beauty. You do not need to invent someone else. You can be amazing in your own skin. So now what I'm going to do, since that it's already I don't even know what time it is, I'm going to do Awaken, that I'm going to do a mask, that it's a leave-in mask because she's going home. But before, I'm going to put some pepoxide. Pepoxide has 60 antioxidants and hexapeptide. What's a hexapeptide? Hexapeptide, we're talking about collagen. Think about collagen being a house. Then you have the bricks, that would be the peptides, and you have cement to do the house. This would be your amino acids. Hexapeptide, it is the amino acids, but ready. And this is the beauty, because usually what happened to us is by the time that we get the collagen and even the supplement, by the time that you get it, your body already, broke that, because we start to digest, when, in your mouth, things are so fast that you cannot really digest or ingest collagen, because it's a huge molecule. You cannot do it. So when you have the hexapeptide, that it's so small, you have the chance to make this actually build this beautiful canvas. Look at that. That's so beautiful. And then we come here now and we do, and this is the way that she's going to go home, because she needs to go home. So then I put it a leave-in mask. I think that's so amazing to have a leave-in mask. And you see it's a little gel like this. So good.
Smells good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this will be doing everything that I see happening. This will protect her skin. This will help to, boost the microbiome on her, skin barrier, making her skin every day more beautiful and glowy. But think about glowy skin. A glowy skin is not a skin that I put, well, if you want a glowy skin only, you put Baby Johnson oil. But if you want a healthy skin glows, that's my point here. And that's what you have to be, you have to think about consistency. And this is not inventing or doing crazy things. It's doing what it's basic. And guys, I'm telling you, it's not difficult. It is doable. If I can do it, everyone can. So you see, voila. Let me see if people. So then I'm gonna even let her hold the phone if you're still here. Let me see her. You wanna hold the phone?
Hey, everybody. How do I look?
With some light. My God, so this light.
I can see the reflection. I love it. Wow. I can literally see it from the back of your phone. Look at my eye. Wow.
And even the I mean, look. So just, something, see what it is literally to do the contour. That's why one of the, bifacial, I say that is the, AI skin analysis, sculpting and nourishing. And then if you see here, let's see, you're gonna see the face in July, and even today, you see, Briannie, come here. Because look how much we can do really lifting with my device only. But here's like against the light, so I have almost to come here.
I feel, oh my god, so tight. I haven't even seen it. I haven't even seen it. I freak out on camera.
Look, this is how her eye used to be, and this is what we are doing too. So think that under your eye, if you do the right move, you see how we soften up. First of all, maybe it's lack of vitamin K. What you can do with, getting like leafy, you know, that's a great diet to do, like with kiwi as well, or like leafy kind, like, broccolis, parsley, and with optic crystal that we have and we use here. And doing the, that we did not do today, but I do have videos about it, doing the cold compress with blue LED light. This is amazing. Cold compress, because the cold compress is gonna constrict your blood vessels. And then let's see, I'm gonna show you, just to finish here, you're gonna see what is a lipid barrier. So her lipid barrier was like this, and we did today before, just for you to see how accurate this is. And this is how it is now. You see, that's pretty much nothing. And that's why we did what? We did the hydrofacial to expedite the skin renewal, and voila. Amazing. Well, it's too late, but I could not share that, because this is when, guys, 2 months is the difference that it took from hair to go from having a lipid barrier compromised to a perfect lipid barrier. This is what I call perfection. And I say that this is a lot to do with what she does as well. But it's not a lot here. This is, well, let me do like this. This is what we do with Purity Solution, Benefit Clean. Then she did Purity Balance as a
This
she's
is my
there.
first time.
Yeah, look how clean.
Wow. Oh my gosh. She said, "Oh, your face is gorgeous." Girl, thank you.
Thing.
That is so nice.
And Affirm, then we do as well. Well, she did, she did more than 4 products, but usually I stick with 4. And right now, at least what I was doing myself was to put Affirm and pepoxide because summer you need antioxidants. Now we are going to fall and to winter, so that's why I'm super excited. And I think that tomorrow we're gonna do again a deep sea peel. That's the new, but this one is the new formula from cosmetics. And guys, it's amazing. It's so amazing. And
Never forget your peptide-rich defense, because this is really what did the job for me coming out in the world in Miami.
yeah, well, so peptide rich defense, it is the SPF 50, and this is what make a difference for me too. And this is my device. Nice. Well, everyone have a great night, and we do something tomorrow again. And I hope that you like it. And if you like, subscribe to to the channel. And
He's a nice guy. You guys subscribe, okay?
yeah, subscribe. Like this is like Well, one thing I can guarantee you, what I like to do is I like to show what happened in real life. I usually do lives because this way there's nothing to hide. And whether you are a skin enthusiast that you want to learn or that you are a professional, this is the time. And I am super open as well to, to have, as long as I think that if it's for us to grow, you can say what you think. And then if I don't know, I will find out. But I think that we can learn together. I think that no one knows so little that you cannot teach, and no one knows too much that cannot learn, right?
Right.
And that's when beautiful things happen. And if you live in Miami or if you're visiting Miami, we are located at the SLS Lux Building Hotel in the middle of Brickell, 805 South Miami Avenue on the 9th floor, Miami, Florida, 33130. Make sure that you check us out. What is she saying? Because
She said, "Hey, Cass." Oh, I don't know what she said. I can't really read the rest.
Hmm?
It's weird. I don't know. That doesn't mean anything that we should say out loud.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I can see very well. Okay, good. So have a very amazing night, everyone. And I see you guys very soon.
Ciao.
Bye.